Hello friends, today I want to share this beautiful story about the legend of the Indian paintbrush. That's a type of wildflower. It's retold and illustrated by Tomie dePaola. He's done a lot of these stories and they were a lot of fun to learn about these legends in the world that we live in. Many years ago, when the people traveled the plains and lived in a circle of teepees, there was a boy who was smaller than the rest of the children in the tribe. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't keep up with the other boys who were always riding, running, shooting their bows, and wrestling to prove their strength. Sometimes his mother and father worried for him, because he liked to do things that were different from the other boys. But the boy, who was called Little Gopher, was not without a gift of his own. Everyone has a special gift. From an early age, he made toy warriors from scraps of leather and pieces of wood, and he loved to decorate smooth stones with the red juices from berries he found in the hills. The wise shaman of the tribe understood that Little Gopher had a gift that was special. Do not struggle, Little Gopher. Your path will not be the same as the others. You will grow up to be warriors. They will grow up to be warriors. Your place among the people will be remembered for a different reason. So he's not meant to be a warrior. He has a special gift to share. The grandfather spoke, "My son, these are the tools to which you shall become great among your people. You will paint pictures of the deeds of the warriors and the visions of the shaman, and the people shall see them and remember them forever." The maiden unrolled a pure white buckskin and placed it on the ground. "Find a buckskin as white as this," she told him. "Keep it, and one day you will paint a picture that is pure as the colors in the evening sky." And as she finished speaking, the clouds cleared and a sunset of great beauty filled the sky. Little Gopher looked at the white buckskin, and on it he saw colors as bright and beautiful as those made by the setting sun. Then the sun slowly sank behind the hills. The sky grew dark, and the dream vision was over. Little Gopher returned to the circle of the people. The next day, he began to make soft brushes from the hairs of many different animals and stiff brushes from the hair of the horses' tails. He gathered berries and flowers and rocks of different colors and crushed them to make his paints. He collected the skins of animals which the warriors brought home from their hunts. He stretched the skins on wooden frames and pulled them until they were tight. See how they made a frame to put the skin on for him to use to paint. And he began to paint pictures of great hunts. Of great deeds. He's creating pictures that show his tribe and their daily life and special occasions. Then he made pictures of great dream visions with the raven. Look at the beautiful raven, so that people would always remember. But even as he painted, Little Gopher sometimes longed to put away his brushes and ride out with the warriors, but always he remembered his dream vision and he did not go with them. He has a different job to do, a different gift to share. Many months ago, he had found his pure white buckskin, but it remained empty because he could not find the colors of the sunset. He used the brightest flowers, the reddest berries, and the deep purples from the rocks, and still his paintings never satisfied him. They looked dull and dark. He began to go to the top of a hill each evening and look at the colors that filled the sky to try and remember how to make them. He longed to share the beauty of his dream vision with the people. What a beautiful vision. But he never gave up trying, and every morning when he awoke, he took out his brushes and pots of paints and created the stories of the people with the tools he had. One night, as he lay awake, he heard a voice calling to him, "Because you have been faithful to the people and true to your gift, you shall find the colors you are seeking. Tomorrow take the white buckskin and go to the place where you watch the sun in the evening. There on the ground you will find what you need." So the great spirits are congratulating him and telling him to be ready for his dream to come true. The next evening, as the sun began to go down, Little Gopher put aside his brushes and went to the top of the hill as the colors of the sunset spread across the sky. And there, on the ground, all around him were brushes filled with paint, each one a color of the sunset. Little Gopher began to paint quickly and surely, using each one brush and then another. And as the colors in the sky began to fade, Little Gopher gazed at the white buckskin, and he was happy. He had found the colors of the sunset. He carried his painting down to the circle of the people, leaving the brushes on the hillside. And the next day, when the people awoke, the hill was ablaze with color, for the brushes had taken root in the earth and multiplied into plants of brilliant reds, oranges, and yellows. And each spring from that time, the hills and meadows burst into bloom. How fantastic! And every spring, the people danced and sang the praises of Little Gopher, who had painted for the people, and the people no longer called him Little Gopher, but he who brought the sunset to earth. And still today, every spring, the Indian paintbrush flowers bloom and beautify our beautiful Mother Earth, providing food for our pollinator pals and beauty and inspiration to all who see those blazing flowers on the hillside.